money being the motivating force. See, all right, capitalism. I like capitalism because I believe in a free market. I believe in supply and demand, and I believe that those those models show that you can have price discovery and you can have people will supply goods that people want naturally if you let that happen, and competition will happen more freely in a free market. I do believe in those principles.
I think I'm just going to go on record and say that's a sane and logical thing that people should recognize. Go ahead.
When it's not fucked with subsidies and weird private interest, and you should control monopolies. Like there should be competition. You should encourage competition. That's key. But where I was going with that is that the catch-22 with capitalism, which is based on free markets, that's really like a driving principle, is I think capitalism allows people to be comfortable being greedy as gluttons. Because, okay, in a capitalist society, you can have someone, like in what we call a capitalist society, which that's why I question whether we really are in a free market society. And I think a lot of evidence is out there to suggest we aren't, is that, okay, I've read statistics which say like you take the top 80 richest people of the world and they have more than maybe the bottom 50% of the world. And you look at that and the people rationalize that and suggest that that's okay and say, oh, well, it's because capitalism. They had a good idea. They worked hard and they earned that legally. They earned that, and what they did it by the books, whatever they did. But still, isn't there something inherently wrong thinking that there are people starving to death in the world and there are other people that literally have, like there are 80 people that have more than the 50% of the lowest? Like there's some, and that people can sleep at night and they can rationalize that. And capitalism allows you to do that because it's like, oh no, you did that. You created this company and you created all this wealth. There's some part of you eventually that says, you know what? You can't just take.
Well, I don't want to cut you off, but
no, go.
It was what we're talking about with the sociopath thing I wonder about, but I also want to do an anecdote here. In my time in California, I had the chance to go to a party in Palos Verdes, and I was literally in a house that cost $10 million on this awesome hill. It had a tennis court, swimming pool, overlooking Pacific Ocean pretty much.
Uh-huh.
And everybody it seemed like come from a wealthy family or wealthy background.
So you're telling me you're surrounded by a bunch of assholes?
In so many words, yes. But here's the thing I was getting at. Generationally speaking, I think there's a sect of society who actually didn't create the wealth, but they're benefiting from having wealth. And they just have this mindset of gimme, 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 take, because they didn't create the wealth themselves. Now there are inventors and stuff going on today who make the wealth and reap the benefits, but I think there is a sector of society who is getting this wealth handed down to them in that upper echelon, mm-hmm. and then they're asked to carry on the torch and like run this business or go back into business, and they have this mindset that's so disconnected to how the world works, and it's very self-indulgent.
That you're entitled to it, and you
that you're
entitled.
You're different. That's what it is.
And you're different.
And they
and you deserve.
Now this
better.
is very anecdotal, but in this party where I met, we literally got in an argument about something. I won't get into specifics, but we were all drunk, and we started talking about views of the world and stuff like that. And it came off to me that they were very disconnected from where I grew up, obviously, because I grew up in Bumfuck, Pennsylvania.
No, it's called Pennsylfucky.
Sorry,
it's not called Bumfuck. It's called Pennsylfucky.
See, that's what they make you think. I shouldn't say they. That sounds like such a, like, oh.
Pennsyltucky, you should be proud.
I should be proud.
A lot of good people that come from here. Hard-working, grounded people.
I might not be expressing it well, but I have to say I do have
not that work.
My own personal evidence of meeting people in an upper echelon who are way too entitled, are way disconnected, and they don't even care. Just like, even if they knew people weren't doing well, they're like, not everyone's going to do well. Okay, so I'm doing well, what are you going to do? Like, am I supposed to give up my money and blah, 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 blah? Like, my family earned it, why don't I get to embrace it?